Welcome back everybody to SlothLabs Builds, where today we're taking on Rick and Morty's house. So, obviously we had to watch the show a bunch to get what the main aesthetics are of this building. Brown roof, off-white walls, red brick detailing, and of course the orange mullions.
We also really wanted to capture that detail on the interior of the garage, Rick's lab. So we filled that with a whole bunch of little Easter eggs and made sure our garage was open, where the rest of the house is actually closed but will be illuminated with translucent windows. I loved how clean these beakers and little details for Rick's desk came out, along with the portal, and even threw in there Mr. Poopy Butthole.
After all the parts were printed, we moved on to hand painting.
Is a Meeseeks box. Let me show you how it works. You press this.
I'm Mr. Meeseeks! Look at me!
Alright, now that we have all these 3D printed parts painted, say that 5 times fast.
3D printed parts painted, 3D printed parts painted, 3D printed parts painted, 3D printed parts painted, 3D printed parts painted.
Alright, well you suck. We're gonna move on to laser cutting. After we've cut all the pieces, which took around 2 hours to cut, we're gonna go on to peeling all of these and prepping them for paint, as always.
So now we can go ahead and pre-assemble some of these parts and get them ready for a seamless paint.
Yeah, and in the show, the roofs are kind of flat, but we decided to add some shingles to give it that extra depth.
All right, now that the roof is complete, we can move on to the building using these right angles to get those perfect edges.
And after puttying and sanding these pieces, we're gonna move on to the site, where we're gonna contact cement our acrylic base to a wood base. This is gonna give it extra structure to prevent from warping. So, the reason we're adding extra support to these models is because of the unique way we decided to showcase them. If you'd like to see what we're talking about, check out our Instagram down below.
Next level. Next level.
Oh my god! I'm squatting in here!
Next level.
Now that we put on all the details to the buildings, we're gonna move on to the site assembly.
We always make this easy for ourselves by scoring the floor plan onto the site. That way we know where everything lines up to.
Holy cow, Rick! I didn't know hanging out with you was making me smarter.
Full disclosure, Morty, it's not.
Next level.
All right, after we install the garage, we're gonna move on to detailing that son of a gun. We're gonna put in the laundry room, the sink, Rick's desk, and a bunch of science-y knickknacks. Yeah.
Next level.
After detailing the interior of the garage, we did not stop there. I'm sure some of you have noticed when we were assembling the building onto the site that crack going all around the building. And that's referencing the last episode of season 1 where the whole house gets teleported to an alternate dimension.
Next, we're just going to move on to detailing the site, which includes putting down some grass, planters, and even the shed in the backyard.
And once that's done, we're gonna shove in some LEDs and glue on the roofs. Originally, we had the roof painted a flat brown color to make it look like the show, but it only really works in a cartoon. So we decided to add a dark wash to it to really make it pop.
So we're always going to add a frame to our models. It's just what we do. And right here, you'll just see us apply the tung oil to the already cut pieces. That way we can get them ready to assemble to site.
Now that the seal is fully dry, we're ready to glue these pieces onto the site.
Now that we've applied the wood glue to the frame, we're going to go ahead and flip them into position and then secure it tight with our framing clamp.
Once that's done, we're gonna add the final vegetation details like the bushing and the graveyard mounds in the back, and we could say this build is finally complete.
Really gonna flip your lid over this one.
Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What is it?
Thanks everybody once again for joining us on today's episode of SlothLabs Builds, where we took on Rick and Morty's house. Honestly, these projects have been a lot of fun for us to build, especially during these COVID times. We have something to look forward to while we're just quarantining and staying in home all day.
Yeah, it's just also great to have these models just chilling around our studio. I'm definitely nerding out on the Planet Express ship.
And we're so glad we're able to share this with you. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below on what you'd like us to build next time on Sloth Labs.